Dillon, Gabriel, and Quinshon Judkins begin to build chemistry over their past and shut out Shedeur Sanders on the Cleveland Browns. The former Ohio State running back reminds Dillon Gabriel of his victory on the road to the national title. Dillon Gabriel is one of four quarterbacks actively competing for the starting quarterback position with the Cleveland Browns in what many perceive as a tense atmosphere that Kenny Pickett has already denied. Amid this scenario, and as he embarks on his first steps in the NFL, the former Oregon Ducks QB has encountered a familiar face who once dashed his dreams of a college football championship. Quinshon Judkins reminds Dillon Gabriel of his defeat whenever he gets the chance. In an interview with Sports Illustrated, Judkins, the former Ohio State running back, discussed how the 2025 rookie class in Cleveland has built team chemistry, including playful jabs about past defeats. Ohio State and Oregon were two of the top college football teams last season, and the Buckeyes ended the Ducks' hopes in the college football playoff with a decisive 41-21 victory in the Rose Bowl. Judkins brings this up whenever he can. "Oh yeah, all the time. I try not to be too harsh. But I mean, sometimes Dillon brings up how they beat us the first time, and I'll just do this to him. Flash four fingers in reference to Ohio State's 41 points. And he'll shut up. A lot of us have a little team chemistry, but also at the same time, there's a little animosity because we just played each other not too long ago," Judkins said. Shedeur Sanders has former Ohio State running back Quinshon Judkins already proving to be the steal of the NFL draft during the Browns' OTAs. In that earlier Oregon victory during the regular season, Dillon Gabriel threw for 341 yards and 2 touchdowns. However, in the rematch, his numbers dropped to 299 passing yards and 2 scores. Judkins noted that despite being college rivals, those days are behind them, and it's time to focus on working together in the NFL for the future. "We laugh about the moments at particular points in these games that we played against each other, how we were a part of each other's journeys, and where we ended up now, so it's pretty special," Judkins said. Maintaining a positive team atmosphere could be key to achieving season goals, which bodes well for this duo of players. As for what they discuss with Shedeur Sanders, another contender in the starting QB race, is unclear, but it's likely there's none of the tension so often mentioned in the media. The stadium lights in Cleveland glared like twin suns, cutting through the misty cold of an Ohio evening. Fans were screaming, the roar of the dog pound rolling like thunder, but on the field, all eyes were on the newest quarterback duel, Shedeur Sanders in brown and orange, facing off against the unlikeliest of rising duos, Dillon Gabriel and Quinshon Judkins, now donning the silver and navy of the Houston Texans. A year ago, no one could have imagined it. Gabriel was still considered a fringe talent, a backup with a chip on his shoulder. Judkins? Explosive, yes, but plagued by questions of durability and scheme fit. They weren't supposed to click. They weren't even supposed to play together. And now? They were about to shut out one of the NFL's most hyped quarterbacks on his home turf. Chapter 1. From broken paths, the journey didn't begin on the field. It started in the shadows. Dillon Gabriel had bounced between systems, his left-handed motion questioned, his decision-making scrutinized. Oklahoma gave him numbers, but not validation. The NFL draft didn't shower him with praise. He slid to the 4th round, picked up by Houston, almost as an afterthought. Quinshon Judkins' story was no fairy tale either. Dominant in college, yes, but whispers about his tendency to burn hot and flame out followed him into the pros. Injuries had limited him his rookie season with the Colts. When Houston scooped him up after a release, no one blinked. But when they met OTAs, something clicked. Not in words, in moments, in reps, in pain. "I don't want to be forgotten," Gabriel had told Judkins after a grueling practice in the Texas heat. Judkins had just nodded. That let's make them remember. Chapter 2. A new system, a new identity. Houston wasn't aiming for stardom. They were building a team, quiet and calculated. The media followed the flashy trades, the loud contracts. Gabriel and Judkins flew under that radar like stealth bombers. What they built was timing. Play action disguised to perfection. Read options designed to fool even elite defenses. And most importantly,